Swap faces, swap them. So you have my face.
That would be horrifying. What happened?
Thomas Nichols. I've been on stand-up for 7 years. It was something I always wanted to do, actually. I just didn't know how to go about doing it, so it took me a while to figure that out. But right when I graduated high school, I started doing it like right off the jump. So, yeah. Besides tonight, no, I'm joking.
That was a life.
No. The most recent is, I guess you could say, me performing at the House of Blues in Dallas. That was really cool. That was probably, and meeting Maria Bamford 2 weeks ago at the Moon Tower Festival in Austin. That was really cool too. So those two are probably like the highlights of the year for me right now. Anyway, I know Maria's up there anyway, so I mean, just to meet her and see her perform live. It's just I feel like it's definitely an art form that a lot of people don't really understand too much about. And I definitely like a challenge. So to get people to understand it is already a challenge in itself, because some people don't see it as an art. You know, I definitely see it as a hardcore art. And it changes people's lives. Like it's one of the art forms that people don't realize that it changes lives, but it changes a lot. I used to sit down a lot. I used to sit down, and because I started at high school, so all my writing was just like I do in high school. I would sit down on the desk and I would write for however long, you know. My writing sessions used to be longer than what like it used to be like a good hour, I guess I would sit down. But then as years go by, it started to be me having an idea in my head, and I would work that idea in my head for a good week, and then try to work it out and tag it up and stuff like that to make it funnier, and then I would perform it, and then I would write it. So because it became more like me writing them became more of just a reminder of what the joke is about, you know. A lot of the jokes became how I truly feel about the situation. So I didn't have to really write specifically what I was going to say. I just needed a reminder. So that's definitely how it is now. I'm starting to get a lot more personal in my stand-up. So I don't really have to write a lot, but I still do. I still do. I have other side projects that have me writing a lot more than normal. So yeah. I cry in the shower. No. That's a great question. I mean, it's all different. That's a lot. That's a ton of different ways, and that's the great part about doing stand-up, because if they don't laugh, you're kind of like stuck trying to figure it out, and that leaves your mind to think more and more of what was it about it that person, because you don't get an answer from them. Like unless you go up to them and ask them, but you don't really ever get an answer. So you don't get that closure at all. So that's why we become so self-conscious a lot. We don't get closure from what this person didn't like about the joke. They just didn't like it, you know. So we're stuck thinking a lot about what's going on. So I'm up usually at night just trying to figure out, why didn't this person enjoy this joke, and why do I enjoy the joke so much but this person didn't? Why did everybody else enjoy it and this one person didn't? Was it the way I set it up? Was it the way? So I'm thinking a lot. Will I ever rewrite a joke because of? No. I feel like if a person didn't like the joke, it's just me being honest. And I'll be honest, as a comic, I've sat down and watched stand-up, and I enjoy the stand-up. I don't have to laugh, though. And sometimes that happens with audience members. They just nod their head and they enjoy it, and not necessarily have to laugh. So it could be that, but if they completely, like, you can tell that they didn't like the joke at all, I am thinking about why wouldn't they like it, but I wouldn't change it, because me changing would be me lying to all these people. So I'm not doing that.